Now for sketching any graph of derivative, you need to remember the following points. There are 5 points you need to remember. Your first thing is, you can write it down also in exams. Your local max will become the 0. Your local minimum will also become the 0 of the derivative graph. Correct? So this is for the function, this is for the derivative. So whatever is local max will become the 0. Local min will become the 0. The horizontal, the point of inflection, the non-horizontal point of inflection will become the turning point. Will become the turning point. The horizontal point of inflection the horizontal point of inflection will become the turning point touching the x-axis. Turning point touching the x-axis. So this is the curve given to you. What is given is the function. For this function, you are supposed to find out you have to sketch the derivative. So first thing is what you need to do is the zeros will become the intercept. So this 0 will become the intercept. Correct? So this is the max. The max will become the 0. The min will become the 0. Correct? Now this is your point of inflection. The point of inflection will become the turning point. Now is the slope of this negative or positive? If you draw tangent here, the slope is negative. The slope is negative, means the derivative would be negative. So that means this would be your curve.
Because the cubic, so the derivative would be parabola.
It's a cubic function, so the derivative would be a parabola.
And the inflection can be anywhere in that line.
Anywhere on that line. I mean that's where the curvature changes. So this is this what I do in red is your f dash x. Now to draw the f double dash x, what will you do? Look at the red graph now. So your minimum will become the 0. Okay, now look at the slope. You have to imagine that if you have a tangent. If you have a tangent, what is the slope of the tangent here?
Negative.
Here?
0.
Here?
Positive.
So first is negative, then 0 and positive. So it's first negative. Yeah, the straight line.
Yeah.
This is the f double dash x. So now they're asking you correct the wrong matches of fx and f dash x. There are 3 options given. So which is the correct one? Is A correct, B correct, C correct? So what will I do? My fx is the bold one. I'm presuming that fx is the bold one because it's the same. Now f dash x is the dotted one. So check. So we'll begin with a check. What will we first do? Check that the max becomes the 0. The min becomes does the min become the 0? No. Min is here. Min should become the 0 here, na? It doesn't, na? No. So this is
but
the minimum.
If you get it the other way, then it does.
Where? The minimum should become the 0, na?
If you take fx as the dotted line.
So if you look at the other way around, the fx is the dotted line. If you take fx as the dotted line, yeah. A good observation. So if you take fx as the dotted line, yeah, then your 0, correct?
Yeah.
Your
min 0, max.
Min 0, correct? Min 0, max 0. And your point of inflection, here's the point of inflection. Now point of inflection is the turning point.
Yeah.
But here the slope of the point of inflection is negative. Here the slope is positive. So this is not the case. Isn't it? The slope of the point of inflection here, the slope is negative. It should be opposite. Okay, now have a look at the next one.
So basically it's square.
Yeah. So basically, so this becomes 0. Yeah. This is 0. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Your your dotted now. We have to start from the dotted because your dotted is your function.
Yeah.
So dotted, yeah, this becomes
It
0.
becomes zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Now the point of inflection will become the turning point. Here it is positive. Yeah. So this is positive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here the point of inflection. Sorry, point on the dotted line. So point of inflection negative, turning point, yeah, negative. Correct? So this is your answer. Third one?
It's negative because if you draw a tangent to that point, then that line is
Yeah.
negative. Third one, there's only two. No?
So this is your fx. Fx is the dotted one.
Yeah.
This is not the zero. No.
Zero is only two.
Zero is only not there. Correct? The zero is only not matching. No? Because if I take the 0, yeah, so this is an even 0 is only not matching. So that's your answer. So your fx is your function and your bold one is your f dash x.
Yeah.
Correct? So 0, the max should become the 0. Point of inflection should become the turning point. And we conclude that the maximum of the function will be what? What will the maximum of the function become?
The zero of f dash x
Will be the 0 of the derivative function of f dash x. Correct?
Yeah.
The
Same for the
minimum,
next one.
the minimum will be what?
Zero of f dash x.
Minimum will be the 0 of f dash x. Correct?
Yeah.
The point of inflection will be,
The turning point.
but twice it's coming. Point of inflection will be the turning point. Turning point of f dash x. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I don't know why this come twice. Okay, if fx is strictly increasing,
f that means like this. Then
strictly increasing,
must be negative. Not decreasing.
so the point of inflection will be the root of f double dash x. Yeah, I didn't know okay to write with respect to that. Achha. If it's strictly increasing, then what will happen? It will be positive basically.
Yeah.
Huh? The derivative is positive. Means the derivative is positive, and f dash x graph is above the x-axis. Correct? Is positive and is above the x-axis. But it will be to stay positive basically. Okay. And here what can you say? The decreasing then the derivative is
Negative and below that.
derivative is negative and the graph and f dash x graph is below the x-axis. Okay. If fx is concave up, Then your second order derivative. What can you say for the second order derivative?
Positive above the x.
Yeah, then your second order derivative is positive above the x-axis. If your fx is concave down, remember your second order derivative tells you concave up or concave.
Negative below. Oh,
Correct.
That makes so much sense.
Is
You look at the
negative.
first diagram.
Yeah, you look at the
Look
first
at
diagram.
we did.
You look at the first diagram that you did over there, and you look at that, you will come to know. The maximum minimum of f dash x will be the intercept, will be the root, correct? Or the intercept of f dash x. It's very easy to see that the maximum is the intercept, correct?
Yeah.
Now you have to draw the line. Now we will have to decide whether to draw the line like this or to draw the line like this.
Yeah.
One possibility is there.
I saw that.
But what we need to look
it's
at the slope. Listen. Look at the slope. Is the slope positive or negative?
It's strictly increasing.
Yeah. So
Then
slope
it has to be
positive,
on that side.
positive on that side. Then it becomes 0 and then it becomes negative.
on that side
Correct.
through the x-axis.
So
Because
positive
that's
and negative. So this is positive.
So left leg, yeah. So it doesn't matter where it cuts or where.
No, that doesn't matter why it cuts the axis. It's just approximate. It's a straight line basically. Okay, next one.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easy.
So first thing is this is a 0. This is a 0. I mean you get the maximum minimum.
Yeah, you can go to
So that will become the zeros.
Yeah.
Correct? That will become the zeros. This is where the graph of this will cut. Now the point of inflection. This is the point of inflection. Now understand. Now this point of inflection, if you draw tangent over here, will it be positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. And here it will be negative. So that means this point of inflection will be the turning point here somewhere. And this will be the turning point here. This will be exactly above this, correct?
Yeah.
Like this. Because the slope of the tangent is positive negative. No?
Yeah.
Now what will happen? Now we join it. That's it. So you may have this. So this will see. Follow?
Yeah.
So then you need not, I mean, you can turning point anywhere, this is just to see the location. So basically what's happening is your zeros are becoming, your maximum minimum are becoming the zeros and your point of inflection are becoming the turning points. And you look at the slope, this is positive, therefore it's above, negative below. So this is my f dash x graph.